Hello, my name is Jay Johnson, and I'd like to introduce you to Core X. Core X is a very simple general strength routine for your core. It's 10 exercises. Each exercise is 30 seconds in duration, so it's 5 minutes total. So this is a 5-minute routine you can do after your run. This is Macklin Chaffee and Nikki Codd. They're our demonstrators here. And the first one is running V-sits. So they've both got great angles right here. You can see how their body is making a V formation, and then you're trying to work your arms as intense as possible. Okay, so Macklin on the left here is really doing a good job. He's basically going as fast as he can with his arms and still maintaining that V-sit posture. For a lot of you, you won't be able to get up into quite the V formation, and you might be a little bit flatter. Okay, now we'll roll over and we'll do Australian crawl. The Australian crawl is very simple. It's just basically swimming on your stomach. So you've got your arms moving, you've got your legs moving, and this is great for the posterior chain. So the posterior chain is the back of our body, and it tends to be not as trained as the front of our body, the anterior chain. So what you'll see here is we're trying to get some exercises in this routine that focus on the back of your body. Now they're going to roll up and they're going to do V-sit flutter kicks, okay? So now their arms aren't moving, but their legs are moving, and their legs are just going up and down in kind of that flutter kick formation. This is a great exercise, definitely a challenging exercise, and honestly, these two are very strong, and so they're making this look very easy. What you might do if you're trying this for the first time is you'll probably be leaning back a little bit and you'll be a little flatter. So many of you have seen this next one. This is a side plank, but what we're going to do is try and do leg lifts during the entire 30 seconds of this exercise, okay? So they've got nice posture there, and one thing I like about this is it's actually harder to do these at a slow, nice, easy, slow pace than it is to rock it out and do these fast. So I think this is a great example of the pace that you should be doing your leg lifts in that side plank. Now, many of you have seen this before. This is the supine plank, but now we're doing leg lifts as well. Both of these athletes could probably have their hips just an inch higher, okay? It's really easy to let your hips dip on this one, but this is still a great example of athletes who basically have a straight line from their heel up to their shoulder, and they're definitely strong. And again, it's one of those things where if you have to do it for 30 seconds, you probably feel pretty good in the first 15 or 20 seconds, but those hamstrings are burning the last 10 seconds. Now we have to go back to the other side to even it out for the side plank leg lift, okay? So just, obviously remember which side you did first, and then now you're going on the opposite side. And just in case you're curious, this was shot at Fairview High School, which is in Boulder, Colorado, and that mountain to the left in the background, that is Bear Peak, which is one of the peaks outside of Boulder, Colorado. Okay, so now we're doing Superman, and what we're trying to do here is hold this position at the top for basically one and a half seconds, and then you go down for just a half a second or so. Now you have to be careful if this is putting a little stress on your lower back. You can skip this one completely, but this again is a great strengthening exercise for the posterior chain, great strengthening exercise for the low back. So we really like doing the Supermans as part of our routines. So this is very simple to watch, but it's a little more challenging to do. We're doing a push-up into a side plank. So you'll do a push-up into a side plank. And I think this is something that, again, you just watch this, and then when you actually try and do it, it's going to be a little more challenging. Your feet, see how their feet are rotating? That's fine. Your feet can be a foot or so apart, and then they rotate as you go up. Okay, so here's our last V-sit, and this is scissors, okay? So we did flutter kick before. Now we're doing V-sit with scissors, and these guys are doing a great job here. They're holding that V-sit position, and they're just going side to side. I mean, it's so easy for Macklin. He did a little adjustment of his nose there, and I just am impressed with their general strength. One thing I should say is I've been working with Macklin for about a year and a half now, and there's no way he could have done this routine 18 months ago. Okay, so now we're going to the last one. The last one is Rockies, and Rockies is a push-up with a clap. Okay, many of you have done this before. You're just going to do a set of 3. So you're going to do 3 Rockies, and then when you feel comfortable again, you're going to try and do 3 more. And then you rest a bit, and then you're trying to knock out a 3rd set. And I think most people who are really strong in their upper body should be able to knock out 3 sets of 3. Okay, folks, that was Core X. Thanks so much for joining us. And if you want more information about routines like this, go to CoachJJohnson.com. Thank you.